This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, good morning. Welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about VPC on GCP. Yeah, so we discussed about VPC in GCP today. Okay. So already we discussed 2 times, right? So in Azure, VPC will call it as VNets, not VPC, VNets. VPC on Azure, VNets on Azure, not GCP. By mistake, I told GCP. Yeah, now. Fine. So here agenda is what is subscription? Yeah, before going to this, anyone having any questions on previous session? Any challenges, anyone? While creating server, while creating account?
So yesterday I have posted in the group. So
Okay. So what the error I could not. Let me check quickly. So yesterday, okay. So while creating account, while creating server, you are facing some issue, right? While creating server.
yes, sir.
Okay. So here. So account is created successfully. Your account
Yes,
is
sir.
created.
Account is created successfully.
Okay. Right. So it will work right without any issues. Why you are getting this error? Because next time create. Can you try today? Maybe it was not activated yesterday. Can you try today and if you face any issues, you can post the screenshot again today. Sometimes
Okay,
it
sir.
is
I will.
not, if the account is not fully activated, by the time also will get some issues. So you can. Right. And also you can change the region also. US central region can change. Some regions it will not work. Yes, correct. Some regions it will not work in Azure. You can change the region and you can try once. Okay. So if you
Okay, sir.
if you're still facing the issues, you can post the screenshot in the group so that we'll connect and we'll see them.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Now, so today's agenda here is what is subscription and how to create subscription. What is Azure Resource Manager? So overview of Azure Resource Manager, ARM terminology, Azure Resource Manager terminology, resource groups, Azure networking, Azure VNets and subnets creation, Azure networking options, Azure VM creation and connect. Right. So let us go. Yeah. What is Azure Resource Manager? So Azure Resource Manager is the deployment and management service for Azure. It provides a management layer that enables you to create, update, delete resources in your Azure subscription. So Azure Resource Manager is a group where we hold all the resources, right? Next one, see here in Azure Resource Manager, if you want to connect, if you want to configure any services, if you want to work on any services, right? Through SDKs, we use Azure Portal, Azure PowerShell, or Azure CLI, or REST clients. These are all interfaces to connect our resources like virtual machines, service management, web app, data store, right? So through SDKs, software development kits, we connect our resources with proper authentication, using with proper authentication, right? So ARM technology, resource, what is resource? A virtual machine or a virtual network. Resource is a virtual machine or a VNet, virtual network. Resource group, a container that holds resources. Resource provider, a service that provides resources like Azure Compute, etc. Right? So resource manager template, it is a JSON JavaScript object notation file that defines one or more resources. So benefits of Azure Resource Manager. Okay, we'll see later, and resource groups also we'll see later. And important points about ARM. So it is a distributed across regions. Some services are regional, distributed across availability zones, right? So as well as regions in locations that have multiple availability zones. So not dependent on single logical data center, never taken downtime maintenance activities. In real-time projects, in Azure activities, while working on ARMs, you don't take any downtime. So without downtime, so on the fly you can add some resources, you can remove some resources in ARM, right? Azure networking. So connectivity services connect Azure resources and on-premises resources using any RA combination of these networking services in Azure, like virtual network, VNet, virtual WAN, VDR network, express route, VPN, gateway, Azure DNS, Azure Booster. So these are the services, connectivity services. And also here, application protection services, which are like protect your applications using NER, a combination of these services, networking services. DDoS protection, first one is DDoS, distributed denial of service, firewall, network security groups, web application firewall, and virtual network endpoints, right? And application delivery services. So content delivery, network, CDN, Azure front door service, traffic manager, application gateway, load balancer. These are the delivery services. Monitoring services. These are the monitoring. Network watcher, express route, monitor, right? Azure monitor, VNet, terminal access point, tab. So these are the different services available in Azure. VNet basic components. If you want to create VNet, so these are the components we require. So VNet means VPC, right? So first thing, IP addresses. What is IP address? It is a unique address for every device, like server, switch, router. So we required one unique address. IP should be unique, right? Subnets. What is subnets? Subnet is a range subnetwork, right? Instead of the large network, you can create subnetworks, right? Network interfaces. If you want to connect network, we require some interface, which is nothing but gateway. You can say gateway, right? So network security groups to control the traffic, to use the security group. Routing tables. What is routing table? What is router? Yeah. So if you want to communicate two networks, we require some routing. One network to other network if you want to communicate. For example, one network is having one IP address 10.0.0.0/15. Other network is having 20.0.0.0/10 something. So both the network ranges are different. So when the network is having different ranges, we cannot communicate. So yeah, by the time what we will do in that case, routing tables, routers required. Network routers, not internet routers, network routers, right? So VNet gateway. So VNet gateway is a gateway to connect our virtual network, right? These are the components required to required for creating VNets. See here, understanding virtual networks. See here, this is one subnet and also second subnet. So in the VNet virtual network, we have two different subnets, right? Subnet 1, subnet 2. If you want to connect these subnets, we require some gateway. See here. So this is the gateway address. So subnet range is 10.0.1.0/24, 10.0.2.0/24. Two different ranges, two different subnets. So if you want to communicate two different subnets, we require some gateway network, subnet gateway. Using this gateway, you can communicate our subnets. So this is this is VNet address space. This is subnet address space. So VNet basically, so most of the time we use /16 only. 10.0.0.0/16 means 65,531 something. We accommodate the IP addresses. But here at 24/24 means 256 IP addresses. Within the subnet, we can hold 256 IP addresses. Yeah, next one. What is the Azure Virtual Network? Right. So here, if you want to connect from on-premises to cloud networks, so using using some traffic filters, we can connect our cloud network. So here, what will happen? Subnet. This is subnet. Instead of the subnet, we have VM, and subnet 2 also having, right? Yeah, through we can connect our network through traffic filtering. So I'll show you something different here. Yeah, see here. Yeah, this is the on-premises network. This is cloud network. So if you want to communicate from on-premises to cloud, we require routers. This is a router symbol. This is router symbol. So if you want to communicate two networks, routing should be required, right? So on-premises router to cloud router, it will communicate. So from once the request is moved to cloud router, from here you move to the subnets. So normally in real-time projects, we don't directly connect to the subnets. We connect through jump box. Jump box. See here, jump box. Jump box is the one of the server. Through jump box only, everyone will access our cloud networks. Jump box is a security layer. If anything happens, it will affect to the jump box only. Jump servers, right? For example, yeah. So electricity cables will pull into inside of the home, right? So before the signal comes into inside of the floor, one fuse will be there. Fuse. If any high power came inside of the building, fuse will be gone. The same way, it will work as a fuse, jump box. So if anything happened, jump box will be gone. But the main thing will be in. Yeah, main thing will be in safe. Right? That is why. So we don't directly connect to the cloud VNets. So we connect through jump box. Right? So that if any issues happen, so jump box will be gone. So you can recreate jump box. Nothing will be there. Right? This is one of the security layers. So this is one subnet: web tier, business tier, data tier. 3 tiers are there. So in between these tiers, we have routing. Here also we have routing, right? Yeah, these are the things. Now let us go and create one VNet virtual network, and we can create one subnet. In that subnet, we can create one VM, and we'll try to connect that VM. If you are able to connect VM, or if you are able to connect your VM, our VNet is working fine. Right? Now let us go and create one VNet virtual network. Portal.azure.com. Now, if you want to create any VNets, virtual networks, so go to navigation menu, see here, virtual networks. Click on virtual networks. Yeah, currently we don't have any virtual networks, right? Now I want to create one virtual network. Click on create virtual network. Yeah, see here. Yeah, Azure Virtual Network VNet is the fundamental building block for your private network in Azure. So VNet enables many type of Azure resources such as Azure Virtual Machines, right? So yeah, they give some definition here. Okay, and now here you can give the subscription information, your account details, right? This is my subscription. This is not freeware. This is paid one, paid version, right? So resource group. Currently, we don't have any resource group. I want to create one resource group. Click on OK. Instance details. Name. Instance details means VNet information. VNet
Ram, I have one
01.
smart note here. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Ram, in subscription, it is showing for me free tier instead of you.
That's it. Filter.
That
Filter.
is
Yes.
that is
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
correct only.
Correct.
But I'm unable to select in the size
Which
like
says
while creating the virtual machines.
uh,
So
in
I have
free tier
selected
some
using.
restrictions are there. In free tier some
Okay.
restrictions are there. Very basic missions you have to select. Basic mission. Don't select higher configuration servers. Basic
Even
servers only.
though yes, yes, here it is not showing the basic missions also, Ram. Higher configuration also, everything is disabled only.
Mhm.
I am unable to select in that configuration there.
Okay, so I think maybe your account is not fully activated. So you have to check once again.
Okay, okay. Otherwise, I
Check.
will delete my account again. I will create one more time.
Yeah, so you can try once. So amount is deducted from your account. ₹2
Yes, yes,
deducted.
Ram. Yeah, yes. 2 rupees deducted.
So maybe it will take some time, or else you can recreate once again. It's
Okay,
very easy,
okay.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
okay, okay.
so this is VNet information. VNet 01. Region default region is East US. Okay. Now click on next IP address. So I don't know how to use this. So here, so we have to provide one IP address here. Unique address we have to provide. So unique address with the IP range. So different range we have to provide because so how many servers you want to accommodate, based on that you have to provide the range. How many IPs like /16 or 24 whatever, right? So now 10.0.0.0/16. 16 means 65,531 IP addresses, right? So instead of this VNet, I want to create one subnet here. Click on add subnet, subnet name, subnet 1, right? So IP address range, same 10.0.1.0/24. So whatever range you want to give, you can give. I want to create only one subnet, no need to create other subnets. Okay. So click on add this. See here, now subnet is added here. Fine. Now click on next security group, security. So here, yeah, Boston host, DDoS protection, firewall. So these are the security layers, right? So these layers by default it is disabled, right? If you want to enable real-time projects, you can enable, but additional charges will be applied, right? So for now, I'm not. Yeah.
Ram, Bastion or Gembox both are same, right?
Sorry. Can you come again?
Bastion, Gembox, both are
Jump
same, right?
box.
Yeah.
Different layers, security layers. Okay. Click on
Okay.
next. Name, tag name, VNet 01. Click on next, review and create. You can review your information. Check here. Now click on create. Yeah, now VNet is created here. So click on home, virtual networks. See here. This is our virtual network, VNet. Resource group, location, subscription. Click on VNet 01. See here. Resource group, DevOps batch 49 we gave here. Location, East US, subscription ID, and address space, your VNet address, right? DNS servers information, flow, timeout, yeah, different things are there. Now click on subnets here. Subnet information, you get subnet information. See here, this is subnet. Click on subnet. Yeah, this is subnet, right? If you want to modify anything, you can modify, right? So version host is a secret layer, address space, range, IP range. Yeah. Now our VNet is working fine or not, we can check. How can we check that VNet working fine or not? So instead of this VNet, I want to create one virtual machine. Click on virtual machine. Create a virtual machine. First one you can select here. Resource group you can select. And a VM name, VM01. Region, default region you can use. Availability options, availability zone, zone 1. And here security type. So standard or else you can give different security type. Now image type, so Ubuntu 20.04 or else you can take another image anything, right? Now size of the instance, this is standard basic one, right? Basic VM, one virtual CPU, 3.5 GB memory. So if you want to modify into higher configuration, you can modify like this, but in free tier eligible, free tier, you can use basic machine only, right? So if you want to select higher version, you can select like this. Yeah, for now I'm selecting basic only. Basic one is taking 3,839 rupees per month, right? So if you select higher configuration, see here 10,000 different costing is there here, right? Yeah. Now, so if you select SSH public key, you have to generate one public key and you can convert into PPK. Using that, you can connect, right? But I want to select password only. Click on password. Name of your username you can create here. Azure user 1. Password. Custom password. Yeah, so this port should be open, 22 port. Otherwise, we cannot connect our server, right? Click on next. Password is required, right? Click on next. Next, networking. See here. So by default, it is taken custom network, VNet 01. Subnet also By default, it is taken, right? Now click on next management. If you want to disable your monitoring, you can disable like this. Advanced tags name VM0.
So this was the question I was asking the rest. This brings up the
Okay. This one, right? Okay, got it. See here. So basically, we don't use this in real-time projects. Also, we don't use this. So here, disk network interface, IP address, different options selected here. Change the extension. If you select this IP address, okay, normally we're not using. So let me check on the view. Okay, let me check once. Okay, so here, yeah, these are the features. Simply, we can say auto shutdown schedule. If you want to shut down, for example, in real-time projects, what we will do, we start some servers at 9 a.m. We shut down by 6 p.m. Some project servers, not all servers. So by the time, if you want to perform that, if you want to shut down at particular time frame, right, like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., right, you have to select this auto shutdown option. So availability set and disk. I think the disk is disk information here. So network security groups, right, and also availability set. Okay. So by default, it is selected all, right? Yeah. So I give you information about this. Okay. So whenever you want to perform this all services with the VM, by default it is selected, right? So we can keep as is. We'll see that. Okay. Yeah. Now click on next review. You can review your information. After that, you can create your. Once it is validation passed, then only you can go ahead and create. Otherwise, it will not accept. Okay. So validation is passed. Now we can click on create.
So now VNet was taken by default.
So
if there are multiple VNets, then how it will take?
You can choose. You can choose required VNet. Yeah. You can choose the required VNet. In so by using Terraform, we create VNet servers, right? By the time in that Terraform script, we have to give the proper VNet. According to that, we will take.
So that is the full name, create VM hypermechanism 001.
No. This is basically they give some ID. ID will be generated. One ID will be generated here. So this is the this is for reference ID. You can say reference ID. While creating the server or anything, it will give you one reference ID, right? So by using that, you can track. Yeah. Now, instead of our VNet, we created VM, right? Now I'll try to connect this VM. So once we create the VM, so this is our VM. It is in running state. Now I try to connect this VM. If the VM is, if you are able to connect this VM, our VNet is working fine, right? Now select this VM. Open this VM. Copy public IP. Open partition here. Paste here. SSH not required here, right? So just copy paste here IP address, open directly. Now we can give username here, Azure user1, and password. Now we are able to connect, right? So our VNet is, if we are able to connect, VNet is working fine. See? So we are able to access our server. Right? So this is how we can test our VNets in Azure. So here we have different disk size, networking. So if you want to edit anything, you can edit from here. So networking, so you can check here. So 65,000 supports, right? SSH authentication. So any ports it will support, right? So if you want to add inbound rules, if you want to add one more port here, one more port range, you can add here, right? So click on add inbound port rules. You can select inbound port rules, right? And you can click on add. So Alt is CPR, TCPR, whatever, right? Any questions, anyone up to here?
So whichever we create, like VNet or subnet, so those all will come under this network.
Yeah, it's come, yeah. So in this network only, custom network, whatever resources we created, so those are under custom network. In real-time projects, we don't use default networks. We always use custom networks. In the custom networks, we configure the servers because we have to provide security in real-time projects. So even default networks also security. But so when you want to deny allow traffic, right? So we create custom networks. So those will be in our control, right? Default networks will not be in our control, but those are also secure. Delete this, and also you can delete the VNet. Yeah, still we have storage and IM, storage IM, billing we discussed already, right? One more time I'll show you billing also, how to create budgets. We'll see that.
wrong.
Yeah. Yes.
Instead of deleting each resource, can we delete at one go resource group?
Network interfaces first we have to delete. Without deleting the network interface, it will not be deleted.
If we delete resource group which we created, all resources will be deleted, right?
So Snoop also can delete, but before that interfaces should be, for example, if you want to delete VNet, first we have to delete VM. Without deleting VM, it will not be deleted. So from top to bottom we create, right? First we create VNet, subnet, VM. While deleting bottom to top, we have to go. First we have to delete VM, subnet, VNet, like that. Deleting is reverse. Okay. Yeah, now it is deleted completely. Fine. Yeah. Now I show you building how to optimize the building. I will try to understand today. So still we have 15 minutes time. I'm right. So tomorrow we'll work on IM and also storage. Snapshots we did discuss, right? Snapshot. Yesterday.
Hello, sir. In this
Yeah, go ahead. Please.
AWS, hello,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
sir. In AWS, all the format are changed, sir.
All the format.
How to
Uh,
create when
Format
I
has been
create?
changed, right? Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. So you can switch to old console also. You can switch to old console.
Yes, sir. But some issues are getting. So I want to know that kindly one
You correct your
solution.
laptop now. You correct your laptop now. You correct your
Yes, sir.
laptop.
Yes.
Can you share your screen? Open the console.
And we are done with our session today. Hello, Ram?
Right. Yeah.
We are done, right? So we can log off.
Yeah. You can log on. Yes.
Okay.
So if you have any queries, you can ask anyone. So tomorrow we'll work on storage and IM.
Thank you.
This console is changed, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if you want to,
All are changing, sir.
so if you want to go back to old console, click on opt out to the old experience. Top right corner, click on that. Here, old one.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
So just to go through the new console also, you can read the options. That is the latest upgrade. Okay, latest version. You can go through the options one by one. You can try to create in latest console also.
But sir, new features are very good, sir.
Yes. In one page they give all these things, right?
Already generated PPK files, sir. Not creating PPT not going to PPK gen.
You can go through these options and you can check one by one so that you will understand latest versions.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks, sir.
Fine. So you can practice this minutes today. Right. So tomorrow we have another 2 concepts. So once we complete that, then we'll jump into general sessions. So tomorrow is Thursday, right? So Friday we start general session. Friday and Monday we work on that. Saturday we work on first project. Is it fine? Everyone? Saturday, or else within 1 hour also you can complete. So we'll see that tomorrow. Can you?
Sir, when I start Python, sir.
Once complete the projects, we work on Python session. Okay, Python basics only. Will not take more sessions, 1 or 2 sessions maximum. Okay.
Sir, you didn't teach GUI and CI/CD, sir.
Kubernetes GUI. That is in third project. CI/CD is first project. CI/CD is first project. Kubernetes is third project. In that,
Okay.
Tomcat will be covered. Tomcat. How to deploy the code in Tomcat. Fine. So we stop here. You can practice this. Tomorrow we'll work on other 2 concepts, which are storage and IM. Fine. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.